You both are not physically together, and your absence is causing them an extreme amount of anxiety. Jesus has an urgent message about someone who is suffering because you're not with them right now. He's been trying to show you how deeply this person is struggling, but he's worried you might not realize the severity of their emotional pain. This isn't just another relationship video. It contains a revelation about hidden suffering that you need to see today. Jesus cares so deeply about both of you that he would be concerned if you missed this critical message about their anxiety. The words you're about to hear have been carefully arranged to reach you at this exact moment in your journey. There's a divine appointment happening right now as you watch. Don't scroll away, because what you're about to learn could heal someone's breaking heart and bring peace to their anxious mind. This isn't an ordinary message. It's a divine alert about an emotional crisis that's happening to someone you care about because of your physical separation. Jesus has been watching this person's anxiety grow with loving concern, noticing both their attempts to cope and their moments of overwhelming fear about your absence. Missing this particular message could mean not understanding how desperately they need to hear from you or feel your presence. This revelation marks a limited time opportunity to address their suffering before it causes deeper emotional damage. Jesus cares so deeply about this person's mental and emotional well-being that he would be genuinely worried if you failed to recognize how much they're struggling without you. That's why this message found you today. Your attention to this video isn't by chance. It's a divinely orchestrated moment designed to help you see the emotional pain that's been building in this person's heart while you've been apart. The distance between you isn't just physical anymore. It's creating an emotional wound that needs your attention right now. Jesus wants you to understand what your absence is doing to someone who loves you deeply. Every thought you've had about this person during your separation has been noticed. Every moment you've wondered if they were okay without you, physically there has been heard. All the times you've questioned whether the distance was affecting them, yet tried to stay positive anyway, have been acknowledged. Your own struggles with being apart haven't gone unnoticed. Those moments when you felt guilty about the separation but couldn't change the circumstances, Jesus saw your inner conflict. The times when you missed them but didn't want to seem needy or anxious yourself, that restraint was recognized in heaven. The courage it took to maintain the relationship despite physical distance has been deeply valued. The questions you've carried about whether they're truly okay, sometimes too uncertain to voice directly, have all been seen. Distance in relationships isn't always easy to navigate, and emotional pain isn't always openly expressed. Sometimes it takes divine revelation to recognize what someone is really feeling. Jesus understands this challenge, which is why he's making this person's extreme anxiety about your absence so clear you can't possibly miss it anymore. The signs of their extreme anxiety about your absence appear in everyday moments, but are often overlooked because they seem like normal communication patterns. These signs show up in the frequency of their messages, in how quickly they respond when you do reach out, or in unusual silence that feels different from their normal behavior. It appears in the tone of their voice during phone calls, in questions they ask about when you'll be together again, or in their social media activity that seems to revolve around themes of missing someone. These anxiety signs emerge in what mutual friends or family members mention about this person's emotional state lately. Jesus has chosen these particular signs because they speak directly to your unique relationship and connection. They relate to the specific ways this person expresses emotional distress and the patterns only someone close to them would recognize. The window to address their anxiety before it causes lasting damage won't remain open forever. That's why Jesus is concerned you might not act quickly enough. When you finally see these signs clearly, you'll understand just how much your physical absence has been affecting their mental and emotional peace. When you recognize this anxiety they're experiencing because of your absence, many confusing aspects of recent interactions will suddenly make perfect sense. Strange reactions to your plans, emotional responses that seemed disproportionate, and unusual requests for reassurance will all connect in a beautiful moment of divine clarity. Jesus has wonderful news for you today. Your awareness of their emotional needs is growing stronger, and important healing opportunities are opening up right now. The divine has noticed how much you care about this person, and now you've been chosen to receive this revelation about their suffering. This moment marks something significant in your relationship journey. It's a clear indication that your emotional sensitivity to their needs is developing in powerful ways. Something incredibly meaningful is unfolding in your connection with this person, far deeper than surface-level communication could ever reveal. The recognition of their anxiety begins a healing process that will touch every area of your relationship, from how you communicate to how you show love across distance to your understanding of their emotional world. There's a wave of heavenly attention surrounding your relationship right now. You're becoming more emotionally attuned to this person's inner world, naturally drawing divine insights about their true feelings into your awareness. Recognizing the extreme anxiety they're feeling about your absence brings heightened sensitivity to their emotional needs even when you're physically apart. More spiritual and emotional insights about this connection will begin flowing to you than ever before. This isn't happening by chance. It's a carefully arranged blessing designed specifically for this challenging season of physical separation in your relationship. Your care for this person matters more than you realize. Your willingness to understand their emotional pain inspires heaven to reveal what's hidden in their heart. Your love makes a difference in the spiritual atmosphere around both of you. This divine revelation shows that Jesus deeply values your role in their emotional healing and well-being. Each time you've thought about them, even when you couldn't be physically present, has prepared you to receive this important message about their anxiety. Jesus delights when you finally understand what someone needs from you emotionally. The timing of this revelation is no coincidence. It comes now because you're emotionally ready to understand and respond to their anxiety appropriately. This precise moment has been divinely chosen because you've grown in relational wisdom and emotional maturity. Your heart is now open enough to receive difficult truths about how your absence affects someone you care about. Your own emotional strength has developed through the challenges of distance. Your relationship wisdom has deepened through experience with separation. Your soul is now prepared to handle this information about their suffering without becoming overwhelmed yourself. Or the relationship struggles you faced have been preparation for this moment of recognition and healing. Nothing in your journey together has been wasted. Every experience of distance has shaped your ability to understand emotional needs across physical separation. This particular revelation about their anxiety is connected to larger healing happening in many relationships right now. Jesus is showing similar truths to others who are spiritually alert and ready to respond with compassion. The time to address their emotional crisis is now, before the anxiety causes more damage to their well-being and your connection. If you're feeling blessed by this divine revelation about someone's hidden anxiety, please consider sending a super thanks of 5, 10, 20, or more to support our channel's mission of sharing these important relationship messages. Your generosity helps these divine insights reach those who desperately need to understand the emotional pain distance can cause. When you give, you participate in a sacred exchange that allows us to continue creating content that brings healing to relationships and reveals hidden emotional suffering that needs attention. As you begin to recognize the extreme anxiety this person is experiencing because of your absence, new relational awareness will naturally develop in your life. This clearer vision brings new responsibilities, not just to this one person, but to everyone in your circle who might be silently suffering from emotional distance or separation. Don't view these responsibilities as burdens, but as sacred opportunities to participate in Jesus' work of emotional healing and relational restoration. This revelation signals it's time to step into emotional maturity and handle this person's anxiety with divine wisdom and genuine care. Finding balance becomes essential during this relationally sensitive time. While addressing their specific anxiety about your physical absence, remember to nurture your own emotional health through prayer, healthy boundaries, and community support. These practices have shaped who you are and will continue to support you as you grow into this expanded role as someone who recognizes and responds to hidden emotional pain. Jesus is inviting you to become more than just aware of their anxiety, but an active participant in bringing them peace and emotional security despite the physical distance between you. As you become sensitive to this person's anxiety about your absence, think about how you can help others who are missing similar signs of emotional suffering in their own relationships. Your experience shows that Jesus constantly reveals hidden pain. Even when people try to hide their struggles or appear strong, heaven witnesses every moment of relational awareness, every recognition of unspoken emotional needs, and every choice to respond with compassion instead of dismissing someone's feelings. Your story of recognizing this person's extreme anxiety brings hope to people feeling disconnected from loved ones or wondering if their absence really matters to someone else. Your awareness becomes a light that helps others develop sensitivity to emotional pain that isn't openly expressed. This revelation about their anxiety isn't meant to be a private blessing. It's an invitation to help others experience the same relational healing and emotional honesty. Jesus often works through those who have recently recognized hidden suffering to help awaken others who are still missing the signs of emotional crisis in their own relationships. Your newfound awareness serves as both personal relationship healing and ministry opportunity to help others bridge emotional distance. As you navigate this new level of emotional awareness about their anxiety, stay consistently attentive to their needs. Jesus reminds you that while recognizing their suffering once is important, maintaining ongoing sensitivity to their emotional state is what truly brings lasting healing and peace to your relationship. Maintain the emotional openness that allowed you to see their hidden anxiety about your absence in the first place. Guard against returning to emotional distance or the assumption that everything is fine just because they stop mentioning their struggles. Let your relational awareness continue to flow from genuine love and daily attention to their well-being. With this new ability to recognize hidden emotional pain comes ongoing responsibility to stay connected, even across physical distance. Use this gift wisely to distinguish between healthy concern and unhealthy dependency in your relationship. Not every worry they express requires immediate action, but Jesus will make truly critical emotional needs unmistakable to your heart. Embrace this journey of emotional attunement with both humility and confidence, showing others that recognizing anxiety in loved ones comes from staying connected to divine wisdom daily. Regular communication, reassurance, and emotional presence matter more than physical proximity when someone is struggling with separation anxiety. Picture a future where you consistently recognize their emotional needs before anxiety overwhelms them. Imagine divine guidance helping you bridge physical distance with emotional closeness, perfect timing in your communications, arriving precisely when they need reassurance most, and your understanding of their inner world expanding beyond anything you've experienced before. Jesus stands with you, encouraging you to embrace this journey of emotional connection across distance with complete trust and genuine care. This is truly your moment to experience deeper relational intimacy through recognizing and responding to their hidden anxiety about your absence. This marks the beginning of a time when your emotional intelligence, relational wisdom, and heart will be more aligned with heaven's design for loving relationships than ever before. Accept this blessing with gratitude, and remember that you're surrounded by divine support on this journey of healing someone's anxious, Heart. The path ahead holds countless opportunities to experience Jesus' guidance in maintaining emotional closeness despite physical separation. What joy awaits as you learn to provide the reassurance and presence they need, transforming anxiety into peace and distance into deeper connection. If this message has awakened something in your heart about this person's anxiety, please consider blessing our channel with a super thanks of $5 to $10, $20, or whatever amount feels right to you. Your support creates a beautiful spiritual exchange and allows us to continue sharing these divine revelations with those who need them most. Your generosity helps fund our mission to help others recognize hidden emotional suffering in relationships. If you're ready to acknowledge their anxiety and commit to addressing it, type 888 in the comments below as your declaration of relational awareness and healing. The journey of recognizing emotional needs in relationships continues beyond this revelation. As you step into new awareness about their extreme anxiety over your absence, stay grounded in prayer and wisdom that keeps your responses healthy and effective. Every sign of suffering you recognize could be the exact validation someone else needs to address similar pain in their own relationships. Your growing emotional sensitivity serves as inspiration for others wondering if physical distance really causes this much emotional distress in the people they love. Move forward with an attentive heart, a responsive spirit, and genuine commitment to their emotional well-being. Create opportunities for emotional healing as you work to transform their anxiety into security and peace. The spiritual language of emotional connection has always been part of how Jesus teaches us to love others well, even across distance. By choosing to pay attention to their hidden suffering, you join a long tradition of faithful people who have learned to recognize emotional needs and respond with compassion. The healing of their anxiety begins with your awareness and continues through your consistent presence, reassurance, and love across whatever distance separates you physically.